Spaniards are known for their love of romance and flirtation, which is widely accepted. Flirting isn't seen as something negative, but rather as a natural part of social interaction. Spain attracts over 82 million tourists every year, making it the third most popular travel destination in the world, after France and the United States. Spaniards have a habit of spitting in the streets, which is commonly accepted. In some regions, spitting is seen as a normal way to clear the throat. Burping after a meal is accepted as normal and natural. Burping is viewed as a way of expressing satisfaction with the food and releasing excess air. In some Spanish cities, there's a tradition of throwing food during festivals. For example, during La Tomatina in Buñol, participants throw thousands of rotten tomatoes at each other. Spaniards have a habit of not showering daily, which may be seen as unhygienic by people from other countries. High temperatures can make odors more intense. Spaniards often use very strong perfumes, which can be irritating for people sensitive to intense smells. The excessive use of perfume is common, and the link to a lack of daily showers is not coincidental. Spaniards often don't use air conditioning in public transport, which on hot days can lead to unpleasant smells. High temperatures and crowds of sweaty people make the air in buses and trains stuffy, not to mention the smell. In some regions of Spain, bathing in the sea after drinking alcohol is a tradition, despite it being unhygienic and dangerous. This behavior is widely accepted and considered part of the fun. In Spanish cities, it's sometimes possible to spot rats, which are part of life in large urban areas. Hygiene and waste problems contribute to rats being seen in public places. Spaniards tend to store food in the open air, which can lead to insect problems. Flies and other bugs are a common sight in markets and restaurants. Spaniards have the tradition of the siesta, an afternoon nap. In many regions of the country, shops and businesses close for several hours so that people can rest during the hottest part of the day. Spain is home to the world's oldest restaurant, Boden, founded in 1725 in Madrid. This restaurant is listed in the Guinness Book of Records and has been in continuous operation for over 200 years. The Spanish language, also known as Castilian, is the second most widely spoken language in the world. About 580 million people around the globe speak it. Spanish bullfighting, known as corrida, stirs up a lot of controversy both at home and abroad. In some regions, such as Catalonia, bullfighting is banned, but in others, it remains an important part of culture and tradition. Spaniards have much later meal times compared to other countries. Lunch is often eaten between 2 and 4 in the afternoon, and dinner even after 9 in the evening. Flamenco, the traditional Spanish music and dance, originates from Andalusia. Flamenco is known worldwide for its passion, intensity, and emotional depth. Spaniards celebrate one of the wildest festivals in the world, La Tomatina. On the last Wednesday of August, thousands of people gather in Buñol to take part in a massive tomato fight. Spain is one of the largest producers of olives in the world. Regions like Andalusia provide vast quantities of olives and olive oil, a key component of the Mediterranean diet. Spain was once one of the largest empires in the world. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the Spanish Empire spanned territories in Latin America, the Philippines, parts of Africa, and Asia. One of the most famous festivals in Spain is San Fermín, also known as the Running of the Bulls in Pamplona. This festival attracts thousands of people who risk their lives running in front of bulls through the city streets. Spaniards have a unique way of celebrating New Year's Eve. At midnight, with each chime of the clock, they eat one grape, which is said to bring good luck in the coming year. La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona is one of the most famous churches in the world. Designed by Antoni Gaudí, it has been under construction since 1882 and remains unfinished. Spain has the highest number of bars per capita in Europe. Bar culture is an important part of social life, and tapas, small snacks, are an essential part of visiting a bar. Spain is the birthplace of paella, the famous rice dish from Valencia. Paella can be prepared in many ways, but the traditional version includes chicken, rabbit, and vegetables. In Spain, there is the incredibly popular Las Fallas festival, celebrated in March in Valencia. During this festival, huge papier-mâché figures are built and then spectacularly burned. Spaniards have the highest number of organ donors per million inhabitants in the world. This is the result of an effective transplant system that saves thousands of lives each year. Many Spaniards believe in various superstitions and traditions related to good and bad luck. For example, it's believed to bring bad luck if someone places a hat on a bed. Spanish cinema has gained international recognition, thanks to directors like Pedro Almodóvar. His films often tackle controversial topics, such as sexuality, gender identity, and family dynamics. Spain has the largest area of vineyards in the world. The country is also the third largest wine producer, just behind Italy and France. Spanish women tend to have children later in life compared to the rest of Europe. The average age at which a woman has her first child is around 31 years. Spain is known for its liberal approach to sex and sexual education. Same-sex marriage was legalized in 2005, making Spain the third country in the world to do so. Madrid is home to the world's oldest restaurant, Burping, which has been operating continuously since 1725. It is listed in the Guinness Book of Records. Spain is one of the most mountainous countries in Europe. Over 24% of the country's area lies above 1,000 meters above sea level. Spanish cuisine is very diverse depending on the region. The north is dominated by Basque cuisine, the east by Catalan, and the south by Andalusian, each offering unique flavors and dishes. Spaniards have a long tradition of thermal baths. In many regions of the country, there are natural hot springs that have been used for relaxation and healing for centuries. Spain is one of the largest producers of ham in the world, including the famous Iberian ham. The production of this ham is traditionally located in Andalusia and Extremadura. Spaniards celebrate the Epiphany more fervently than Christmas. Many families exchange gifts on January 6 rather than on December 25. Spain was one of the first countries in the world to introduce a smoking ban in public places. The ban has been in place since 2006 and covers bars, restaurants, and workplaces. Spaniards have a highly developed culture of fiestas and festivals. Hundreds of different celebrations take place in every region of the country, many rooted in religious and folk traditions. Spain is one of the countries with the highest seafood consumption in Europe. For Spaniards, fish and seafood are staples, especially in coastal regions. Spain is one of the most important car manufacturers in Europe. The country produces both passenger cars and trucks, with brands such as Seat and many others.